and rearrange. Yeah, the Genesis.
Period. The strangest. Panic and derangement.
What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to the iTipWell report. My name is iveriani, and today I'm bringing you one of my favorite MCs. It's MOS Def. This is my vinyl review of Black on Both Sides. Oh my goodness, let me tell you, I'm ecstatic about doing this. This vinyl review is way overdue. I'm just elated, all of that. This is my #1 favorite MC. Like, I have so many, don't get me wrong. Favorite album, favorite MC, favorite everything, right? So anyway, this is Black on Both Sides. This is what the front looks like. This is MOS Def, aka Yasin Bey. See that? That looks nice, right? And then this is the back. Black on both sides with the braids. I love this vinyl, right? So just to give you some information on it, I wrote all my notes. So Black on Both Sides, it came out October 12th, 1999. I was in college. About to graduate. Let me tell you, my college days was the best time that releases like Black on Both Sides came out. Like, it was so many. I would say my best year of releases was 1995 and so forth, but just about to graduate, mass comm, all of that. You know, when you have vinyl and you play the music, is a reflection of where you were at, like time, place, all of that, right? So with Black on Both Sides, release was under, I see Raucous Records and Priority Records, and then the distribution was, let's see, Universal Music Group. Yeah, and then I see something with 1999 and 2015 Griffin Records, but I only see it on this vinyl, so I don't know if it was like pre-release or whatever. So anyway, if y'all know, like I know, MOS Def is like, I feel like he was just born, shouts to Brooklyn, I'm from Brooklyn, he was born an MC, he was born a dope MC. So anyway, we're gonna take it out. And this is my first time taking it out because I've been wanting this album. And this is something different. This is like a credit flyer. I love the picture, as you can see. Fire, right? And then he has his thanks on here. So you can see that. This is my first time seeing it, just like you. So you see the thanks, whole stuff, right? And then on the back, which is something different, he has all the credits. This is all the credits. So I want to just take a time out to salute, because I don't think people really talk about the producers on this vinyl. And personally, I don't like watching other people's vinyl reviews until I do mine. So it could be, you know, get a different sense or whatever. But I want to shout out all the producers. So, I have my list. Shout outs to Diamond D. And you know, I am big on producers. Legendary Diamond D. Geology. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. Yeah, Geology, 88 Keys, shout out to 88 Keys. He is like phenomenal producer. I got a chance to meet him because he came to one of our JDILLA tributes, so shout outs to him. DJ Premier, shout outs to him. I met DJ Premier. You know, he is super legendary. Shout outs to Ayatollah. Salutes to Ayatollah. People don't even talk about Ayatollah. We're going to talk about him a little bit today with the production credits. A producer named D. Prosper. I am not really familiar with this producer. I would like to know, because no one really talks about this producer. So I want to know, where's this producer at currently, career-wise? Is he still doing music? List goes on, you know. Shout out to legendary Ali Shaheed Muhammad, you know, from a Tribe Called Quest. Shout out to another producer I'm not familiar with, Psycho Les. Shout outs to you, because I don't hear nobody talking about you. So to me, if you came up on this album, I'm holding up the vinyl, but if the cover, if you got to be able, if you are able to, I was ecstatic, guys. If you're able to do production on this album, you made it to me, right? Shout outs also to DJ Etch-A-Sketch. I'm thinking Etch-A-Sketch, but I see they have like spaces, so I'm gonna say Etch-A-Sketch, Etch-A-Sketch. One of the two. Shout outs to you. I want to know where this producer is at. And also another producer I'm not familiar with is David Kennedy. The producers I'm not familiar with, 9 times out of 10, if they are still producing and they have done production on other people's projects like Mos Def, aka Yasin Bey, then I probably heard of them if they're like consistent, whatever. But overall, I want to shout out all these producers. Let's see. 10 phenomenal producers. Want to give you your props, because I know nobody gives you your props, and you should, right? So anyway, Black on Both Sides is like, if I could list it as my classic album about my life, or kind of similar to it, because I'm from Brooklyn, I can relate to it. On top of that, politics, list goes on, everything. This is the album. So this joint has 17 tunes, right? So let's see. So this is the first one, Black on Both Sides, and this is vinyl 1, you can see, right? And then that's the back. What's this? They say this, it don't say, I said vinyl 1, but it says this one, this one, right? So I'm gonna take it out. Super clean. Ooh, this is heavy. This is heavy. Okay, so this is what the vinyl, look how beautiful it is. So this is this one, and this is, on this side, it's Fear Not of Men, Hip Hop, Love, Miss Fat Booty, right? Classics, right? And then on the back, this vinyl is heavy too. We have Speed Law, Do It Now, featuring Busta Rhymes, Got, and my favorite, Yomi Says. Ooh. So that's what the vinyl looks like. Ooh, it's beautiful. It's brand new. Yes, I bought it. It is mine. Yes. Well, actually, it was gifted to me. I have to think real quick. But anyway, by my best friend. So the next one is Disc 2. Why do you call them Disc 2? They should say Vinyl 2. Not Disc 2. It's not really a disc, but anyway. Alright, so this is Disc 2. And this is Brooklyn Habitat, Mr. You Know What, featuring Q-Tip, Mathematics, May December. So this is what it's look like, right? I love when vinyl is like this. I love clean vinyl. Because there be times where like I've bought vinyl, not new stuff, but like vintage stuff, and it wasn't as clean as this. So I love when I buy or even gifted fresh vinyl, right? And so the second side is New World, Water, Rock and Roll, Know That, featuring Talib Kweli, Klein featuring, I don't want to mess up her name. I ain't gonna mess up her name. But you know what I'm talking about for Klein, right? I gotta find out the pronunciation of her name, because I don't like messing up people's names. So anyway, so this is what the vinyl looks like. Now let me tell you. Oh shoot. Let me tell you. Okay. So for this vinyl, this classic album, I would like to have this on a t-shirt. Now let's talk. I'm going to go through all of them. I'm going to go through all of them to just give you a sense kind of what I like about them. Fear Not Man. That's like to me an intro. And what I found out with this, the #1 tune off of the Black and Both Sides, is that Mos Def, besides, you know, he is a phenomenal MC, he can also sing. He plays bass guitar on this tune, congas, and also percussion. That's what I saw in the production credits. And I was like, what? Like, no one never really talks about Mos Def playing any instruments. So it kind of surprised me. It shouldn't surprise me, but I was like, yo, that's dope. This is probably why the album sounds phenomenal, right? So I really like that. It is one of my dope tunes that I love. Right? The next tune is hip hop. You know I'm into hip hop. If you tune into the iTip Report, this channel, you know I post a lot of classic Mos Def in the features of this channel. And he is, to me, he embodies hip hop. Like, if you open a dictionary and you be like, hip hop, Mos Def picture is probably one of, should be, I wouldn't even say should, he is one of the most dopest MCs that his picture should be right there. Hip hop, because this is it right here. He's a legend, right? So I love hip hop. My favorite tune that I love, and I'm speaking about love, is called Love. That's tune #3. Producer 88 Keys. Shout out, like I said, shout out to 88 Keys. I met him. He came to one of my events. And yo, if you love this album as much as I do, 88 Keys is a phenomenal producer that I do not hear people really talk about as much. I feel like he just laid the masterpiece in this project and everything, and he's just a different type of producer. And I feel like, I'm just telling you, I want to give him his flowers, and I was happy to able to meet him and take a picture. I'll probably do it in a Throwback Thursday where I can show you the picture. But he is just super talented. So shout out to 88 Keys. Oh my goodness. Love. I love that song so much because Mos Def talks about his parents. He talks about, like, he said his father said, you know, I was in love when I created you. Oh my goodness. Like, the storyline for Love is everything. And it's just, it just makes me happy. And this is like one of my favorite tunes, like super favorite tunes off this album, right? The next one, the infamous one that everybody loves. I don't know anyone that does not love this tune. It's called Miss Fat Booty. Shout outs to the producer, Ayatollah. Like, shout outs to Ayatollah. Another producer people don't even really talk about. I don't understand this. I'm going to tell you, if I had a producer's podcast, music podcast, which I want to have in the future, I would definitely have Ayatollah, producer Ayatollah on here, because I want to know, like, what was his motivation with coming up with this beat. This is great storytelling. Like, if you know anything about Mos Def, aka Yasi Bey, you know he is a good storyteller. And this tune is originally about a dude that's just, not a dude, my bad. It's about a female just running game. But Mos Def is loving the female to the max. But she is running game on him. And it seems like he ended up falling in love with her. And she just got missing with a stripper. But I'm going to tell you, Miss Fat Booty, classics. I don't want to talk about the sample. I usually don't like to talk about samples because I feel like to a certain point, and you can tell me in the comments, I feel like when you get on a platform and talk about samples, especially like this particular sample, which I know where it came from, it's like, I feel like you should ask for permission from the producer, because a lot of times producers might not want to know where you where they don't want to, I didn't say no, but they don't want you to know where they sample it, even if sometimes it could be obvious. So with Ayatollah, before I even do an interview or anything, or any producers, I would ask them, but that's just not me, but I would ask them if I was just like, oh my goodness, I need to know what was your inspiration, what made you pick this sample, because they might not want to do that, and then also they might get sued, you know what I'm saying? So nevertheless, but I want to shout out to Ayatollah, because Miss Fat Booty is phenomenal. And let me tell you, the video was everything. Like, if you see the video, it matched right with the song. So salutes to the video director, whoever did it, as well as Mos Def, because his storytelling was very funny and to the point, and I just, one of my favorites, right? The next tune is number 5, Speed Law. It's produced by 88 Keys. I like it. I don't really have too much to say about it, but I do like it. Shout out to 88 Keys again. The next tune is Do It Now, featuring Busta Rhymes. It's not like my super favorite, but what I will tell you, I'm a big supporter of Busta Rhymes music. So Busta Rhymes always bring the energy, and I like the fact that Mos Def, aka Yasin Bey, had him on this tune, so it brought the energy out. But it's not like my super favorite tune, but it goes with the album, so I don't really have any complaints, you know. The next one, number 7, is God, produced by Ali Shaheed Muhammad. I love God. Is like, sometimes when you think about music in a project like this, I really want to play it, but I'm gonna tell you, YouTube is so serious with the copyrights, and I get it, I understand, you know, artists need to make their money as well, you know, as the labels and stuff like that. But I wish it was a better way besides the shorts. And I think people do play music in the lives, but then you might get cut off. So it's better when you play the music, and I probably in the future will figure out how to do that, where I could at least hear a snippet like how I do in the shorts. But yeah, God, it's where it's at. It's one of my favorite tunes. And you know, Ali Shaheed is part of Tribe. Salutes to Tribe. Rest in peace to Fife. But I salute Shaheed because I know he also does music stuff for a different variety of shows, and I appreciate the music that he plays and picks out for those shows, and he's phenomenal. So God is my favorite. Next tune is number 8. It is Umi. This is produced by David Kennedy. I don't know what David Kennedy looks like. No one ever talks about David Kennedy, and if they do, let me know in the comments. Salutes to David Kennedy. I want to know, like, are you, like, he's even watching this? I want to know if he's still doing music, because this tune, number 7, my favorite number is 7. This tune is everything. Like, I want to know what's the inspiration behind this. Like, Mos Def. Oh my goodness. Like, it's so much political subject matters within this project, and just in this tune, it's like it just gives you something to think about. So I love it. Shout outs to David Kennedy. And then also what I realized is the producer Will.i.am, he played different instruments. He played the Rhodes piano, he played guitar, and he played the, if I'm not mistaken, the electric piano. Well, I am, and I don't hear no one talking about that. I was like, wow, you know? So, I appreciate that. This is like, besides Love, this is probably like also one of my top tunes that I love. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Yeah. Okay, so the next one is tune number 9. It's called New World Water, and let me tell you, who's it produced by? It's produced by Psycho Les. I don't know who Psycho Les is. I want to see who he is. I also want to know, is he doing any production still? I would like to know his inspiration for this song, because let me tell you, if you play New World, I'm thinking it's New World Order in the beginning for a long time, and then I was like reading the credits, it's like, yeah, it's New World Water. But yo, when you play this tune, this is tune number 9. It is so, like, you gotta listen to what Mos Def is saying. He's like, you know, they want to surveil us. They think they want to be God, wishing they was God. Yo, that tune is so relatable to what is going on in the world now. It is 2025. This joint came out, like I said, October 12th, 1999. And it's like kind of almost, but in a different stage. Like, I feel like Mos Def was ahead of his time, because yes, people have been talking about the stuff that's going on in this world now, but if you listen to that tune, he's talking about all this political stuff and how they want to control everything from your food and such and such and such. That is the tune. If you want to listen to something political, will give you some something to think about, some knowledge, listen to New World Water. Love that tune. Next one, number 10, is Rock and Roll. It's also produced by Psycho Les. I do like it. Also number 11, Know That, featuring Talib Kweli. It's produced by Ayatollah again. Phenomenal joint. Nobody really talks about Ayatollah, so I would like to get his reasoning and thoughts of why he came up with the production for Know That featuring Talib. It's dope. Number 12 is Climb featuring, I do not want to mess up her name, but I did feature her in the shorts. Climb, if I'm not mistaken, they said it was produced by 3 people, which surprisingly, I don't think people know that Mos Def did some production, co-production on this album, as well as, let's see, Weldon Irvin and Etch A Sketch. Yeah, I don't hear anyone talk about, they saying that they didn't know that. I don't hear anyone saying that they know Mos Def did some production on it, but he did, as well as a bunch, and it's a lot of producers. Also, my favorite, because I am from Brooklyn, and this was produced also by Mos Def, Geology, and who else? David Kennedy, if I'm not mistaken. This is a classic tune. Screams very much Brooklyn. Love everything about it. Number 14 is Habitat. It's produced by Etch and Sketch. And I like it, but it's not something I'm like it's like my super favorite. Number 15 is Mr. You Know What, Nig. I'm gonna say Mr. Nig, featuring Q-Tip. And also, who's this? Featuring Q-Tip, and it's produced by D Prosper. And I'm like, yo, this song was fire. It says produced by D Prosper and Mos Def. So I've been listening to this album for years, but I'm recording. Oh my God, hubby. This is why I don't do lives as much, because I get interruptions. If I'm doing a live, if I'm doing a video, someone is calling me, someone is peeking, someone's doing something. So all is love. We're gonna get back to the scheduled program. Most step, right? So before my husband came in here and interrupted me kindly, the tune I was on was 15, and it was Mr. Nig, you know what I'm talking about, featuring Q-Tip, produced by D. Prosper and Most Def. Like I said, I don't know who D. Prosper is, but I want to know if he's doing tunes. This is a phenomenal song. I do love this song. And salute to Most Def, aka Yasin Bey, for doing some production on this album. People never really talk about that. Nevertheless, okay, so tune 16, Mathematics, my favorite, love it. Salutes to the legendary DJ Premier who produced this. Like, if you know that you know, DJ Premier is just that, a phenomenal, legendary producer. And I also say DJ, because it is DJ Premier. Mathematics is just classic tune, just dope. Most Def flow is like phenomenal on it. And it makes the album, it's like part of the package of this Black on Both Sides album. And the last tune, excuse me, I have allergies right now, excuse me. Last tune is 17. It's called May December. Shout outs once again. It's produced by 88 Keys. Another, I consider him legendary that people don't really talk about. Overall, I love that tune as well. Overall, this is, to me, a classic 10. This album is a gem. It is something that if I am going to career day like I did back in the day, I would, and I had some albums that I said, hey, I would tell students, junior high school, well, not for this to a certain extent, no, not for the junior high school. I would say more for college, because it has, you know, the parental on it, so not for junior high. But college, this would be one of the vinyls that I would recommend everyone to get. College and beyond. If you are a collector such as myself, this is my vinyl. I would definitely say have this in your collection, because when it is not pressed no more, it's definitely going to be hard to find. And this is just everything. I love the cover. It's Most Def when he was Most Def. Now he's Yasin Bey. And I don't even think it has... Oh, does it have the photography credits on here? It doesn't. Does it? No. Yeah. I wish it would have the photography credits. Whoever took this picture, phenomenal pictures. Simplicity at its finest, as well as the back. But this is a part of me growing up. Like I said, when you look at music, vinyls, releases that came out, you could reflect back to where you was at. And I was young, just about to graduate from college. And this vinyl is everything. I love Most Def, aka Yasin Bey. He is definitely in my top 5 MCs. And I hope you enjoy this vinyl review, because this was everything for me. Shout outs to my husband, who likes to, he normally doesn't do that. He likes to interrupt. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this vinyl review. Let me know what's your favorite Most Def tune of all time. Let me know if you have this album. Let me know what is your favorite tune off this album. Please let me know in the comments, and you know, do you think or you agree with me that MOS Def is definitely in the top 5, and he's definitely all hip-hop. When I think of MOS Def, I think of all hip-hop, aka Yasin Bey. But anyway, like this video, subscribe, comment. So excuse me for my excitement, because this is a part of my 7-day vinyl review for my birthday. It's gonna be my last year turning 40s, like, well, 49. This is gonna be my last year being in my 40s, 49, and I wanted to share with you guys my 7 top vinyls of, you know, me thinking from now to here. It's, you know, anyway guys, subscribe, all of that, and thank you for your support, and I'll see you on the next vinyl review. Peace, and this is iveriani.